So today I'm making a cozy classic shepherd's pie in the crock pot. If you're interested, keep watching. Hey friends, welcome back to Crocktober. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome. So like I said, I am going to be making a cozy classic shepherd's pie in the crock pot. This is such a hearty, comforting, and it's the perfect set it and go meal for the fall. So friends, let me stop talking, grab those mashed potatoes, and let's get cooking. Alrighty, so we have some Mexican blend cheese or cheddar cheese. You can use cheddar cheese. I always use this for everything. Mixed vegetables. I have some Better Than Bouillon. Beef. If you don't have the Better Than Bouillon, you can just use beef broth. I like this because it has some extra seasonings in there. And I just think it enhances the flavor. So I prefer using that, but you can use just beef broth. I have a pound of ground beef. I think the recipe calls for like 1.5 pounds. But I'm just using a pound because that's how I have my beef package. I have some salt, pepper, an onion. I have 2 packages of the instant potatoes. You can make your own mashed potatoes. You can buy like the Bob Evans pre-made ones, whatever you want. You're just going to need, I believe it's 4 cups of potatoes. I don't know if I said pepper. I have some tomato paste, garlic, and Worcestershire sauce. And friends, that's all the ingredients we're going to be using today. Alright friends, so you saw very few ingredients, very simple ingredients. I'm going to go ahead, brown my ground beef real quick and chop up my onions, and then we'll go ahead and start putting this meal in the crock pot. Alrighty, I'm going to spray my pot a little bit just so the potatoes don't stick when they get up on the sides there. Alright, I already browned my meat. You can cook your onions and garlic with your meat if you'd like. I didn't, I just cooked it like this. I'm just going to add it. I'm just going to spread the meat out. Probably should have used my smaller crock pot. I think this might be a little too big. Now we're going to go ahead and add in 2, there went a piece of corn flying, 2 cups of frozen vegetables, mixed vegetables. Could do the whole bag if we wanted to. Okay, break that up a little. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and mix this together. Get that nice and mixed. Alrighty, so now I'm going to add in my onion that I chopped up. Do another mix on that. Y'all know onion and garlic are my 2 favorite things. So we're going to add in 2 cloves of garlic. 1, 2. Then we're going to add in a teaspoon of salt. I have my 1/2 teaspoon here, so we're going to do 2 of those. And 1/2 teaspoon of, I was going to say of butter, of pepper. What am I thinking? We're going to add in 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, another one of my all-time favorites. Then we're going to add in 2 tablespoons, that's a big one, of tomato paste. And friends, I've opened this, so I have quite a bit left. And what I'll do is put this in a freezer bag, and I will freeze it, and I'll use it for my tomato sauce so it doesn't go to waste, just so you have an idea of what to do. Alrighty, and then I'm going to add in a teaspoon of my Better Than Bouillon. If you don't use this, you can just do a cup of beef broth. I do a very generous amount because I love my Better Than Bouillon. Okay. Oh my goodness. And then I'm going to add in a cup of water. You can put the bouillon in the water if you want and melt it. I'm not going through all that because I don't need to. Now we're going to go ahead and mix this all up. Get it mixed really well. It's smelling good. smelling. Very delicious. Those onions broke up a little bit. Okay. Oh, I just splashed my forehead. Oh, lordy, lordy. All right. Now we have that spread out. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take my potatoes and put them right on top. I just use those instant potatoes, like I said. So easy and quick, and I think they're very good. If you add water to them and a little bit of butter, I buy the extra buttery ones, and I think they are delicious. Easy, easy, easy. I buy them when they go on sale. I just got a bunch. And Bill and I can't really eat a lot of potatoes because of being a diabetic. Well, me being the diabetic. So what I do is I'll buy a bag of these, and I'll cook half the bag and put the other half in a container and save. And then it's just enough potatoes that I can have without it raising my blood sugar. And you can get them, I just got them at Food Lion. They were 4 for $5, so they were $1.25 a piece. So not bad. Don't have to worry about the potatoes going bad, especially when there's just 2 of you and you don't eat a lot of potatoes. You know, I get buying a big bag of potatoes can be a lot easier, but $1.25, and I get 2 side dishes out of that for Bill and I, so I don't think that's too bad, to be honest with you. And then I'm not wasting anything. So there we go. I have all my potatoes, and then I forgot to mention this in the ingredients. I'm going to add just a couple little pats of butter or margarine right on top like that. Just a couple, just to equal about a tablespoon. Just slicing it really thin. And this way I can get it all over the butter. I'm having a hard time talking to that, and get it all over the potatoes and not just one big one in the center. A little more, so go right there and right there. And now I'm going to go ahead and take my cheese, and like I said, usually you use cheddar cheese. I just use this Mexican blend cheese for everything. I just love it. Instead of buying umpteen different kinds of cheese, I just use it for it all. And I'm just topping this with some cheese. Just about a cup, I guess. Just like that, friends. Just like that. All right, we're going to put this on low. We're going to put it on for 6 hours. You can do it between 5 and 6 hours. And there we go. So we'll come back and check it when it's done, and we'll do our taste test at that point. See you shortly. Time is up, and I'm telling you, it smells so good in this house. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, can you see how it's crisp around the edges? How exciting. Unplug that. Oh, it smells so good. Let's take some up. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, look. Friends, look. We gotta do a taste test. Alrighty, we're gonna do a taste test. Don't mind the hair, I was just out walking and it's very windy. Look at that. It smells so, so good. So let's quickly do a taste test. Very good. It's not like overly strong. It just has a nice subtle taste. A little bit of salt and pepper is needed for sure, but I like that, friends. That is really good. Not overpowering. Like I said, I should have put a little bit of salt and pepper on it, but other than that, it is really delicious. So friends, that'll do it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, hit that little subscribe button, as it does greatly help me out. And also, please check me out over on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and TikTok, as I am active on all those social media sites as well. So friends, thanks so much, and I'll catch up with you next time. Bye.